Hello. This video is about practicing, especially for young kids. I want to dispel a couple of myths and give you one tip that really helps. It's probably the number one most effective way to make practicing easier. Okay, first of all, there's the myth that if young students are really interested in music, they will practice. That's not true. Kids don't practice on their own. What kids will do is if they enjoy music, they'll go to the piano or their instrument and play and make beautiful noises and play around with music, but to follow a specific assignment and structure from their teacher, not so much. So I'm afraid in the past, I've had students whose parents have told me, yeah, they're just not interested. They're just not practicing. So they decided to quit. And I'm just here to tell you that even the best, most talented students don't usually like to practice and don't practice on their own and don't practice correctly on their own. So if your child is not practicing and giving you a resistance to practicing, you're not alone. I did the same thing with my mom sometimes. So there is hope. You're normal. Your kid's normal. Kids just don't usually practice on their own. Okay, here's one tip that can really help. That is to make a schedule. If you get practicing on the schedule, that helps solve most of the problems. Now, ideally, it would be the same time every day. We don't live in an ideal world. If you can fit it at the same time every day, more power to you, do that. But in the real life, for most of us, Mondays are a different schedule than Tuesdays. The kids have soccer practice and dance practice. Then we have to take brother and sister to preschool and all kinds of things going on. So Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, each day of the week may be different. All right, for my students, I allow and even recommend one day off each week. Just take one day off. That's your break. What I used to do is just take that one day, and that would be my day to just free play if I wanted to. Like kids like to just go play the stuff they're good at. Okay, I'm going to include a little weekly planner like this. See, it has Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You can put your time down. It can be different every day. And mark down, block out an amount of time, like how many minutes you're going to practice that day. And here's a little box for a check mark if you get it done. And you can just keep reusing this if this works for you. That's a planner. And I am just telling you, okay, the best, same time every day. The real life, the second best, structured around your schedule, probably a different time every day. No good. We'll just practice when we get to it or when we feel like it. Because what will usually happen is practice will get pushed right to the end of the day when everyone's tired and we're trying to get ready for bed and get things ready for the next day. And then it's like, oh, I forgot to practice. And then you try to practice and it's just stressful and chaotic. I would recommend putting it on the schedule as early in the day as possible, even before school. If you can do that, even just do 5 minutes before school and the rest after school, you get a head start on it and it's not this big thing hanging over your head for the whole day that you come to resent. So, best tip, number one tip, put it on a calendar. And like a perfect cadence,